Alrighty, well, Alpha has come out to present us some key information for the upcoming characters. Again, Alpha, huge thank you for what you do for the solo leveling community. Very much appreciated. Now, obviously, this is just kind of like a glimpse of what looks to be Harper's support skill since Sunjin is on the field. It kind of also looks like it's kind of intertwined with Charlotte too, and I'll get into that and what I mean. So, Alpha did give us some brief information. So just to put it plainly, let's talk about their typing. So as it stands, from what Alpha has told us, apparently Harper is going to be more on the DPS role, more on the attacking side. So as an attacker, it'll be interesting on how well I would say that actually how well she'll fare with Beast, but apparently with these two girls coming in being the dark type, of course, they are going to be set in dark type on a whole nother level. So to me, hearing that, it kind of maybe sets Harper above Beast, so that's going to be interesting. And then when it comes to Charlotte being the blue hair girl, of course, yeah, apparently she's going to be playing likely Bora, so more on that supportive side. So it'll be interesting to see. Now, the crazy thing about all of this is, in terms of Dark, I was really more hoping for another breaker, if I'm being honest. Lee Bora's doing fine. Beast with his recent updates, fine. I just kind of would have preferred a different, another breaker for Dark. But it seems that they're going to be getting a full cleanup, revamp, call it what you will, of course. Not only that, the origin for the girls is that they're from the UK, and that there is a third character installment to where it is going to be their teacher, who is a original character. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, boo, original character, there's so many of them. I know, I get it. Alright, so there's a third original character to still make their way in, and it is going to be their teacher, from what Alpha has informed us. So that's kind of like the basics of the characters themselves on the role that they're playing. That there is a third character in the mix of things, which more than likely that third character being their teacher will probably be that Dark Breaker. So the whole Dark meta is getting revamped by how it all sounds like. Alright, so that is going to be fairly interesting for how that's going to play out. Now, in terms of the girls themselves, obviously Harper is going to be close range. I'm not too sure if Charlotte is going to be close range, or, I mean, if Charlotte is playing likely Bora, then I assume there's going to be some type of range play from her, of course. But Harper being the main DPS character, and apparently being the star of the show between the two girls, from what Alpha has said, she is going to be the one to, I guess, look out for more. Who knows? Now, he also mentioned, and I don't know how I feel about this, that their attacks kind of work off one another. So by having Harper on the team and having Charlotte on the team, it buffs up their initial kit. It makes their passives more stronger. It allows them to do like more damage. And it's by having two units on the same team. So it's that incentive now to be like, I've got Harper, I reckon she'll have a great initial kit. But it seems what they're doing is there's going to be extra bonuses that you can gain from their kit if you have Charlotte on the team. So it's kind of forcing you to be like, you need two. Because once you get the two, you're maximizing on what their kit can provide. Not only that, Alpha did also mention, like for example with Harper's ultimate, if you have Charlotte on the team, then the ultimate itself, I guess, becomes bigger and better, if you want to call it that. Basically, the ultimate shifts to where it's better to where if it was just Harper doing her ult. So clearly what they're trying to set up here is a 2-in-1 unit, but the two units are separated, if that makes sense, right? So it's still a 2-in-1 unit, kind of, because I mean they kind of work off one another, right? They kind of synergize off one another with their kits, etc. But it's going to be two units that we have to pull for, and that's the well, I'm hoping in this scenario that they are kind of kind to us and do a go and he to where we get one of them for free. If they do that, then I'll be okay with, because at least we got one of them, then we can cater to the other one, and that way effectively we have them too, so that way we can actually get the best out of their kits. That's essentially what's going to be going down, and that's what they're trying to do with this combination with these two girls, how they can kind of work off one another with their kits, of course. Now, excluding the fact that of how the characters look, because I understand that with them being, you know, lollies, let's be honest, that's what a lot of people are using the term of. it is pretty off-putting, you know. I've said it before, you know, when it comes to these type of games, a big thing to factor in on whether or not people want to summon will be the looks, will be the appearance, and that's just it. Regardless of even if the character is broken, people will just be off-put by how the character looks. And I'll be honest, I'm not even interested. Like, their kit could be broken just by the appearance of the two girls. I'm not hyped at all. If anything, at this point, I'm eager to see on what their teacher's looking like. Hello, okay, it could be a male, could be probably will be a female. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. But yeah, I mean, obviously there's that to factor in. But it is being said that these characters are going to be coming in hot with their kits being yeah, something crazy for the dark meta. You also have to keep in mind that Baron is going to be weak to dark, right? Obviously, that's the next big piece of content that we're going to be getting, that maybe some are going to be catering to, who knows, right? We've got the weapon. Where am I going? Yep, we got the weapon. They've already applied the new dark weapon. We've seen, well, to be fair, I've already stated how they didn't really have to do that since dark weapons are low-key fire right now, but yeah, you guys get the idea. So the weapon's already in place. Now we're just waiting on with the characters. And clearly, with where Dark is at right now, I mean, to be fair, it could have been done because you got Libora, you got Beast, two good Dark characters. I mean, them's not too bad into range break. So is it heavy break too? And is no, it's medium break. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see on how these girls are. And again, this will be the first ever that we see like two units synergizing as one to bounce off of one another to do more damage, to unlock more to their kits, to make their passes more stronger. I believe what Alpha said is that there's like a combination passive between the two that you pretty much activate, of course. Something along the lines of that, basically. So yeah, it's and I guess the only nightmarish thing about all of this is if they go forward to do this more, oh god. Oh god. Because technically this is a thing, right? You drop two characters that work off one another. That's a theme. That's a thing. I'm hoping that this isn't like a copy and pasta type of thing down the line. Because here's the thing, right? Having two units during celebration time, I'm cool with. Like, I don't mind how they did it with Unsemi and Gogon here because it's festival time. I'm cool with that, right? During the years, we know ahead of time on the months where it's going to get crazy and wild with two characters, but I'm going to need them to revert back to one character per up there. I prefer that. I like that. It's just, yeah. Yeah, that's the only scare factor that I've got right now going forward, and that it can get pretty overwhelming. And then by them linking these two characters together, it's now pushing people to be like, damn, I want this one character. So like, for example, I want Harper because she's going to be all the damage dealing, of course, but Charlotte is, I mean, she clearly works with Harper herself and makes the two characters even better, right? So it's that incentive to go for the two. And apparently after the two girls, Gina's going to be releasing, so it's just like, ah, damn it, we've got to cater to that. So it's going to be a tough one. We'll see what the two characters are doing. We'll see what their initial kits are separately, and then we'll see what the buffs are. That's what I'm interested to see. I want to see the difference between the two being on their own to then if they work together, because that might be the biggest trap. I can't believe that they're doing this though. Damn, they really are in their bag with this one. Jesus Christ. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave it there. I just kind of wanted to give my thoughts on things and just, yeah. I mean, it sounds interesting because we haven't had anything like this. It sounds very, very interesting, but I just hope that they don't I hope that going forward they don't keep this gimmick. Well, they don't recycle the gimmick often. Like once every year, I'm cool with. Once every year, yeah, go on. I mean. But if they are consistent with it, then yeah, I don't know, Chief.